Carruthers here from the Betfair Trading Community.com with a one-line lesson for you today. If you're watching this, please do let me know if you can hear me. I have a new microphone that arrived on Friday, and as you know, I've been wanting to test that out to try and get these videos as good as possible. And I know that I've been using this software that connects like my phone and a microphone up, so hopefully it's all working. Today's one-line lesson, we've got some cool bits here. We can go, whoa, I can move this around apparently, so I can leave it up there. One-line lesson. So apparently that's there. Can you all see that on the screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see and hear me, and let me know in the comments if it is any good. The one-line lesson today is all about laying low. And I'm not talking laying low like when you commit a crime or something like that. This one was submitted by... Let's have a little look. It was submitted by Tom Derrick. So Tom Derrick submitted this one. And I'm going to give my opinion and what I think the one-line lesson is all about with the laying low. So with laying low, the idea when we're laying is to lay as possible. Lay as possible, lay as low as possible. It's liability, because the higher you lay, the higher the liability is. And the higher that liability becomes, the more the increased risk that you've got, and also the increase on that mentality, which people will talk about. You might see people saying that they're going to lay loads of horses high because no horse over 10 is going to win, or no horse over 20 is going to win ever. But actually they will. I guarantee they will. I've been there. I've laid horses and then they've won way over that. And it's just not a smart thing to do, because it uses so much of your bank. It can cause so many issues, and it can just send you down a full tilt spiral that I don't want to send you down. So I want you to lay as low as possible. And you will see loads and loads of people putting money to be laid at 1.01 in the hope that that gets taken and turns around. And I think I read somewhere that there is a horse every day that hits 1.01 and doesn't win, or every week. So that just goes to show you that it can happen. And with that, it doesn't need to happen for it to be profitable for you. It just really doesn't. If it happens once, you're going to make loads of money. Really good, low risk, loads of money at 1.01. And then you don't need it to happen that often, which is another reason why I want you to lay as low as possible. You need to try and give yourself the best opportunity to profit over the longer term. It's that simple, guys. We need to try and protect our bank. So we're going to lay low, and then we're going to back high. And we're going to try and keep that mentality as best nick as we can. Really is that simple. The higher you lay, the more factors you're bringing into play, the bigger risk you're bringing in. You just wouldn't do it. It's just so risky to start getting higher and higher and higher. Your return, you cannot succeed as well as you could if you didn't lay as low. For some reason, something's just popped up on the phone, so I better get rid of that so I can actually see myself talking to you guys. So is there any questions around laying low? Now, this is probably going to be a much shorter video today, so I'm not going to be ranting on for half an hour or so, but it's all about laying low. That's the one-line lesson. Lay low. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat lay low. And not in a criminal way, like a Pablo Escobar way, or you've committed a crime, you need to lay low. We need to find selections and lay low on them instead of laying high. Why people would lay sort of 15s and above just scares me. The return on that, and it comes back to, I've spoken about this a lot, is that window of opportunity. Now, if you're laying quite high, the best window of opportunity, are you? Laying books is just using too much of your bank. Yeah, it is, Malcolm. It's just scary. It's that I on about this window of opportunity, this window of opportunity for yourself, the absolute maximum chance of being profitable, because that's what we're in it for. We're in it to be a trader. We're in it to make money, to be profitable. So the higher you lay, the smaller that window of opportunity becomes. And also when it comes against you, it is really going to come against you. If you start laying higher, once these higher selections, they start to get a bit of steam, get a bit of headwind, they are going to come tumbling down, and you're horrible loss, and it's going to be horrendous. You're not going to like that at all. Highest I lay is £5 test match cricket draw, but I know the back price shoots up to 15 or 20. Yep. But I mean that example there is one that you've tested. So you've thought about this window of opportunity, and you've broken down the what has to happen question to to mitigate that risk. I think anything under 2.0 is worth laying. Yes, provided that you have broken down the why you are laying it. But you can. There's some fantastic opportunities to lay low in tennis. My favourite strategies in tennis, and probably always will, is to lay the first set winner, because it's not always that they're going to start out very well in the second set. Now, by laying low is usually what I'm doing. I'm laying at their bottom price. So sometimes it can be around 1.25, it can be 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. These are low lays, and they're already sort of at the bottom of their trading range. They can't go much lower unless they come out alarming. But even when they come out storming, absolutely storming in the next set, in that first game, in that next set, I've laid so low that my risk is very much reduced. And if they do come out storming, I can cut my losses, get a little bit of loss, and just move on. And my risk is so low. My reward is huge. My loss is tiny. But if that trade does go for me, and the player that they're facing, like Djokovic, for example, well, let's pick. He's playing someone like Nick Carruthers. Probably said that. I know I've said that wrong. I always struggle with that name. But Novak's won the first set. I've laid him. Boom. I've laid him at 1.20. Really good low lay. Now from there, Nick Carruthers has come out, and he's serving, and he is coming out hot. His serves are flying, and he has just taken that first game. Novak's price now is coming out a bit, so I could take a profit there, and my risk was very low. It would have only moved a couple of ticks against me, but the upside, that window of opportunity, is massive. Now I can make a decision. Do I take my profit and run, or do I wait to see how Novak serves? I've got a cushion of profit there. Probably shouldn't be doing that, but I've got a cushion of profit there, and I can go with that. And then if Novak doesn't do very well, wow, now my window of opportunity is getting bigger, my profit is getting bigger, and I can take my profit and run. So, guys, let's just summarise that up. Try and keep it short today, a short one for a Monday. How is everybody feeling today? Are you sick of lockdown yet? Was the audio? Give me a thumbs up.